Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. How cute are these little fellas? I just couldn't resist making a Halloween project. I do apologise. I know it's a little bit early, but you know, as mums, wives, whatever, we have to think a bit earlier nowadays. And so I thought I'm going to come up with some cute little Halloween projects. So we have obviously a little mummy and we have this little spider. Fairly simple to make. The actual box itself, do you recall my box of cards that I made? There was the Grapefruit Grove and I believe Pineapple Punch with all the different colours inside. There was my box and there was also my little tiny cute chocolate treats. This box is exactly the same design, just slightly different measurements. And I just wanted to show how versatile that one project can be. You don't have to just stick with one box, one size and that's it. Obviously, as you know, boxes come in all shapes and sizes, but I just like the idea that when you've got one design and it works, why not just mix it up slightly and create different projects? And so this is what I've done with this one. I just think it's too cute. So I'm going to show you how I did it. We'll start off with the mummy because that is the easiest. So, forgot to get my measurements out ready. There we go. So to start off with, you need a sheet of cardstock that is 6 by 3 inches, which is 8 by 15.5 centimetres. On the short side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch and 2.5 inches, which is 1.5 centimetres and 6.5 centimetres. Then along the long side, we're going to score again at 1/2 inch, 2 3/4, 3 1/4 and 5.5. Oops. And in centimetres that is 1.5, 7, 8.5 and 14. We then need to fold and burnish, and as I said, if you recall those other projects, you will see that this is made in exactly the same way. Same basic box, same basic design. And once you've done, oh, missed the middle ones. Once you've done all of these, and this is just normal Whisper White, it's not thick. The first one I did make with thick, and to be honest, it is a little harder to work with. So, 4 corners then, we're just going to cut down and make our little tiny tabs from. Oops. So we're just going to pop these, cut these down. As I say, we've just done the 4 corners for that one. So once you've done that, you're then going to cut across the top here, fold it under, sure you remember now how to make it, and again just cut, oops, some wedges. And then we're going to do exactly the same this side. So we're going to cut across there, and I turn it upside down just because I'm right-handed and it's easier, and cut those wedges. And that is the simplest part of it. I'm going to use some tear and tape. I did use snail on these other ones, and if I'm honest, they haven't worked the best. So I'm going to go with tear and tape, but it's going to be a fiddly one because we're only going to need some tiny little squares. So let's get these put on. I'm sure I mean, you could use wet glue, I guess, as well, but again, you have to sort of wait for that to dry and it can be a bit of a nuisance. So I'm just popping these little squares. I'm doing well, haven't I, for saying that I'm just guessing the sizes. Oops, they've all fit in those little tabs. And obviously you make the spider in basic black exactly the same way. Is that going to be a bit too long? Just a fraction. Just need to give that a trim there. Come on, off you get. And then last little bit. I spoke too soon, didn't I, about guessing the right size. So that's that one. And then piercing tool. So these middle ones I'm going to do first. So take those off there. and obviously just make it up as you would your box. That's those done, and then again with these, just take those edges, those backings off, so we have the base of the box made up. Like I said, exactly the same as the others. And then this one is just the same. This is now the lid, which I messed up slightly. Oh, there we go, just took that inner fraction. Take the backings off, and then I'm just simply going to do it this way, just so as I know it's going to fit. That one, that one, and there is the box. Oops. So there is your basic box. Did forget the 1/2 inch circle punch, yay! Yes, it was hidden in this project many moons ago. I think it was maybe, when would I have done this? So last week I was looking for this. Could I find it? No, I couldn't. Very last project that I had ready to film, and there it was hiding in the bottom of my little box ready. Ridiculous. Right, so 1/2 inch circle punch, just to give you that opening space. 2 little chocolates. Again, these I picked up off Amazon. Fabulous little chocolates, little Hershey type chocolates. There's 3 different designs, fit perfectly in this little box. So that's that one. And then I have the lovely Whisper White Classic Weave ribbon that I just thought was great for this. And so I grabbed a glue dot, lovely good old glue dot, started at the back, and then I mean this isn't going to be fun for kids to open, but hey ho, and I just wrapped it round and then literally, oops, went round, leaving a small gap there for the eyes, and then randomly wrapping it as a mummy would, because it's not any uniformed roll. And then when you get so far, you'll notice that your ribbon's all twisted, so just untwist it, or you could have it dangling on the floor or whatever. And then I just literally wanted to go round. I'm going to cut that bit there, that slipped, but never mind. And then again back in with my glue dot just to hold that bit in place. You could use tear and tape again. Might just tuck that up actually. There we go, that looks good. And then last but not least, my googly eyes, which I got from either a craft shop or from eBay, whereas most things are purchased from, or Amazon. And these ones are 1 centimetre in diameter. Back in with my glue dots, pop those on there, and then I just simply tucked them under the ribbon. And that is my mummy made. Simple. And for the spider, as I said, you did exactly the same thing. So 6x3, score it in exactly the same way. Let's move that ribbon out of the way, don't need it now. Oops. Scored in exactly the same way, cut your little wedges, and then what you need to do is, once you've punched your top there and you've cut your piece, you then need to come back in. I've popped mine over here out of the way. Get your stamping pad or a magazine, get a piercing tool, and then just very carefully pierce 4 holes along what will be the base. So I've got 4 that side and 4 this side. You've then, it is a bit fiddly, hence me doing it beforehand, but you'll then have, let me move that, your spider's legs and your box as is. So while this is flat, I'm going to stick my eyes on, which sounds amusing, but I'm going to stick my eyes on, and whoops, squashed my eye then. Once you've done that, obviously you then need to add your adhesive to your little tabs. So I'll just quickly do that. And then I showed these to my son and I said to my son, did these look a little bit rubbish? And he smiled and said, no, actually, I think they look quite cute. Okay, great. My son's 19, so that was kind of a thumbs up. Yeah, that's good job done, Mom. I then asked my husband for his opinion, and he said that they were okay, but I needed to add a sentiment or something to them. They needed something more on them. So having thought about that, I then, these are going too long again now. Having done that, I then didn't add a sentiment before I started filming. So what I think I might do is grab my, if I can get it quickly enough, where is it? Never find them when you want them. My Itty Bitty Greetings and my Classic Label Punch. Because we're going to have, fairly certain, we're going to have on here something trick or treat. There we go. Perfect. So, there it is. So we're going to go with this in a moment. So there's my spider all done. So the next thing I need to do is flip it over, because where you've tied your twine, so simply a length of twine, tie a knot in the end, and I did a double knot, so one knot and then made sure this one sat with the other, so I've got a double knot. I then cut a length and painstakingly fed them through. So I had, again, so like I said, I've got 4 each side. But obviously these little bits are so simple and easy to become loose. So the first thing I did was add, back with these glue dots, and I just simply added a glue dot. She says simply, it's never simple when you say that, is it? Between two, so these two here as a glue dot, and I just stuck the ends of those knots to it. So 2 there, and let's go with that one there, and this one on here. Oh, it's all sticking to me. That one's not quite far enough. Bit of a gap there, so we'll stick that one there. So I then had 2 very thin strips of basic black and some tear and tape that just fits. And these strips are, let's have a look, 2 1/8 by 3/8 of an inch, which is 5 centimetres by 1 centimetre. And as you can probably guess, so once this tear and tape's on, oh come on, there we go. So once we've done this part and we've glue dots to hold those in place, I simply, see look, I'm going to stop saying simply because as soon as I do it goes wrong. And these just sit, let me zoom in a little bit because with it being black you can't quite see. Wait for it to focus, there we go. These just sit just over those knots, and if you press down really hard, yeah, okay, it's a little bit ugly, but you actually don't see them once they're inside the box. So again, the back off here, and you can see the glue dots there, look, just holding the knots in place, and then I simply pop this over the knots. The tear and tape grabs hold of everything else and it holds it all in place. So let's remember to zoom out. Yay! All my mess you can see now. So once I've done all of that, I'm then going to trim these spider legs to a reasonable, sensible length. So I'm going to go for about there, and likewise there. And then we're going to put this together. So I'm just going to take them all off, and then we can put the box together. Come on, off you come. And then we're just going to add some sentiment. Now the question is, do we stamp in black? Do we stamp in purple? Do we stamp in orange? I don't know. I'm spoiled for choice now. I might do orange actually. I think orange might just have that added Halloween touch to it. Oh goodness me, come on. Right, so let's make this up. So that one goes in there, get out of the way. That one goes in there. And that one goes onto there. That one goes onto there. Chocolate's in. And the good thing about this as well is that this lid will now trap those legs as well. So that's a sort of another added, oh wait a minute, we've lost one, there we go. Added strength, or, you know, just a way of keeping those legs in check, if you like. So there he is, just make sure he doesn't get stuck there. So there's those spider legs, let's move that. Let's bring the others in. His eyes are a bit far apart, aren't they? Right, let's grab some Whisper White. And let's do some pumpkin pie. And let's get some Trick or Treats. Shall we do it across the bottom here, and then it'll be easier for me to punch out, won't it? And we'll see if my husband was right. I dread to think that he possibly was, that this will look better with these, but we'll see again. So as you can see, I've just simply stamped right close to the edge so that I can just get that on there, easy enough to punch out. Right. So let's go with some mini dimensionals, and we'll just pop 2 of them on. Bang these on here, and I'm hoping that this will look okay. Have your opinion. I shall tell you what, I shall actually do 2 with and 2 without. How's that instead? So decide, please mention in the comments, or comment in the comments, which do you prefer? So wonky Trick or Treat or without? You decide. You tell me which you think looks better. Move those away. So, do we think our little Halloween treats look better with or without the sentiment? What do you guys think? Let me know. But yes, so not really much stamping with this one, but again, like I said, just shows you the versatility of basically a box and the products. They're super cute, super easy to make. Let's just move them, there we go. So, I think they're cute. Let me know what you think, guys, because I think they're lovely. And hopefully you'll be able to make some for your little friends, or some little trick-or-treaters that come round. They're a good size, you can pretty much fit a generous treat inside there. The little dime bars that you can get from IKEA, they will fit inside too. I hope you enjoyed my project. Sorry that it's Halloween in August, but hey ho. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye.